Transmission fault. This is a common PDK fault found on certain Porsche 911 and 718 models. It's a serious issue. The instrument cluster may first indicate that reverse gear is unavailable. The transmission may also stop shifting correctly, leaving the vehicle unable to drive. A dealer may recommend replacing the entire transmission, which can be extremely expensive. However, in this case, the fault was traced to an internal transmission sensor. That means the entire gearbox does not need to be replaced. In this video, we'll show you how to access the transmission and repair the fault using PopoRacing PDK sensor. First, remove the underbody panels and surrounding components to access the transmission. Then drain the gear oil from the transmission. With the covers removed, we now have clear access to the transmission. Next, remove the transmission cooler. Then we'll show you, step by step, how to remove the rear transmission cover. Important: we strongly recommend taking your vehicle to a professional repair shop to ensure correct installation and reliable performance. The PDK distance or position sensor requires precise installation and calibration inside the 7DT45/7DT70 dual-clutch transmission. Because the process involves removing and aligning internal components, it should be performed only by a qualified Porsche technician or transmission specialist. These two sealing caps also need to be removed. Here's a useful tip: if you plan to reuse the caps instead of replacing them, avoid prying them out around the edges. Instead, carefully cut an opening in the center of each cap. Then use a suitable tool to pry it out. The area behind the caps is not pressurized. During reassembly, the openings can be resealed with the appropriate sealant, allowing the caps to be reused. Alternatively, you can replace them with new ones. The caps are fairly thick, so this step requires some patience. Once the sealing caps are out, remove these two snap rings. Next, remove the bolts around the rear transmission cover. There is one critical step here. This bolt must be removed before taking off the rear cover. Failure to remove it can cause severe transmission damage as the cover comes off. Be sure to remove the washer together with the bolt. Now remove the remaining bolts around the rear cover. Next, we'll use this dedicated PDK service tool set to remove the rear transmission cover. With the rear cover removed, we now have a clear view of the transmission's internal components. Next, we'll remove the PDK sensor. Disconnect the electrical connector and remove the retaining bolt. This is the failed gear position sensor. Now we'll install PopoRacing PDK sensor. Reconnect the sensor and its electrical connector, then begin reinstalling the rear transmission cover. Position the cover correctly, then use the dedicated PDK service tool to press it back into place. Remove the snap rings. Reinstall the washer and both snap rings. Then reinstall and tighten the bolts around the rear transmission cover. Most importantly, don't forget to reinstall the critical bolt removed earlier. This is the failed sensor that was removed from the transmission. Next, you can either install new sealing caps or reseal the two original caps with sealant and reuse them. Don't forget to refill the transmission with the correct gear oil. Finally, reinstall the cooler, covers, and all other components removed earlier. Once everything is back in place, use a suitable diagnostic tool to perform the required PDK adaptation and calibration. With that completed, the PDK fault repair is finished. Thank you for watching the video. Please contact the team if you need any more information about this product.